Dust mode suspended, mapping out the night. Under the span where the way used to rest, a grid of shadow perfectly pressed. Orthogonal corners defining the ache of pillars that promise but never quite break. I trace the seam where two planes meet inside a cold geometry beneath the gray sky. There's a silence built of concrete and wire, a deep hum vibrating, a low bass fire. The echo returns, but it doesn't repeat. It just settles here, where the damp air meets. This is a lintel geometry, a perfect span, a structural decree, caught in the depth of the concrete flow, where the rigid angles dictate how things grow. The rebar skeleton beneath the floor, a map of tension, needing something more. I walk the threshold of the failing material, past the corner where the paint started to steal. Cool temperature clinging to my exposed skin, watching the way the subtle decay creeps in. Every chipped edge, a moment defined, a testament to what was left behind. And there's a rhythm built of fracture and strain, a low persistent resonance against the rain. The echo returns a measured hollow call, suspended between the shadow and the wall. This is the lintel geometry, a perfect span, a structural decree, caught in the depth of the concrete flow, where the rigid angles dictate how things grow. The ballast holding back the endless tide, a quiet permanence, nowhere left to hide. We learn the structure from the stress applied, where the foundational rhythm cannot be denied. The negative space, the curve that can't hold, just the straight line, stark and obsidian cold. Structural decree, caught in the depth of the concrete flow, where the rigid angles dictate how things grow.
The air hangs thick, a curtain woven of gray, pressed down on the seams where the edges give way. Each intersection swallowed by the damp morning veil, a monochrome palette where the whispers prevail. The rebar ghosting through the wet porous stone, a silent geometry whispered, never fully known. We move by instinct, a current beneath the crust, drinking in the chill that collects in the dust. Concrete breathes out a smell of mineral rust and damp earth, a cool, steady reminder of monumental worth. The mist is a shroud, stitching the world in sheer white, blurring the corner where day meets the failing night. Mist between blocks where the echo collects, a rhythm of stillness that the cold current injects. Trapped in the grey hour, the scent of wet asphalt and time, searching for the signal, the perfect subtle chime. Under the archway, the light is fractured and weak, reflecting off foil slicks that the drains keep. We navigate shadows cast by brutalist might, where the geometry dictates the fade in daylight. The brickwork is stained with the decades in rain, a language of decay, whispering through the pain. Every pillar a witness to traffic and passing years, a monument built on forgotten desires. The fog pulls the skyline into a soft velvet crush, a muted crescendo, a breath in the hush. The world narrows down to the space where we stand, just the cool, damn concrete beneath our palm and hand. Mist between blocks where the echo collects, a rhythm of stillness that the cold current injects. Trapped in the grey hour, the scent of wet asphalt and time, searching for the signal, the perfect subtle chime. Only the loop piano repeats the lost measures, echoing out the quiet, silent, subtle pressures. We walk on the seam where the structure meets the void, a temporary dwelling, carefully deployed, looking for the fissure, the crack in the facade where the actual memory is softly bestowed. Mist between blocks where the echo collects, this rhythm of stillness that the cold current injects. We're caught in the grey hour, the scent of wet asphalt and time, finding the whisper, the signal, the perfect chime. Just the loop dancing shaps of failing gold across the plaza where the hours fold. This concrete canvas stained with time's slow hand, a quiet morning across a tired land. I trace the etching where the grout lines start to fray, mapping out the silence at the close of day. Steel beams cooling, humming low against the breeze, a geometry of patience meant to never cease. And the air grows heavy with the metallic scent of cool, a slow impulse beneath the empty pool. The shadows lengthen, stretching out their patient claim, calling out the city's forgotten name. Dusk's recession, slow and sure, a gradient of indigo and pallor pure. The veiled concrete holds the memory bright, trapped between the day and coming night. A fading signal, humming low and deep, secrets that the empty structures keep. Listen for the echo of a car horn muted faint, a ghost transmission on the passing restraint. The signs are peeling, characters unclear and blurred, a whispered liturgy of every spoken word. The grit settles on the curbstone, a fine ochre film, overneath the remnants of a former vibrant realm. The passing streetlight flickers and then dies, reflected in the emptiness of these vacant skies. And the air grows heavy with the metallic scent of cool, a slow impulse beneath the emptied pool. The shadows lengthen, stretching out their patient claim, calling out the city's forgotten name. Dusk's recession, slow and sure, a gradient of indigo and pallor pure. The veiled concrete holds a memory bright, trapped between the day and coming night. A fading signal, humming low and deep, secrets that the empty structures keep. Dying daylight's power, we were here, we moved, we built upon the raw gray slate, leaving only sediment, a whisper of fate. Slow and sure, a gradient of indigo and pallor pure. The veiled concrete holds a memory bright, trapped between the day and coming night. A fading signal, humming low and deep, secrets that the empty structures keep. Just the fade, the gray, the slow decay, the endless silence washes over me today. seam of the curve is a pale, damp line, catching the ghosts of forgotten design. We walk through the passage where shadows convene, a cool slate of silence, a barely visible sheen. Every step is weighted, a sigh in the air, like footsteps on dust that no wind dares to bear. Concrete breathing slow under layers of film, an architecture of mood built to slowly overwhelm. Just the echo of the shoe heel, a steady muted rhythm, a pulse beneath the asphalt, a quiet prism. Gray passage flow where the daylight is veiled, a current of stillness beautifully curtailed. Under the concrete canopy, secrets reside, where the color of silence is deep and implied. Track the faint moisture on the retaining wall edge, dust most suspended on a slow creeping ledge. Olives of moss growing where light used to break, a patina of patience for the journey we take. The air smells of wet mineral and cool and deep stone, a muted palette of gray, uniquely sewn. We pass the discarded things, the chip, weathered cup, a testament to passage, slowly filling up. Just the echoing slide of a jacket on the floor, a rhythm that counts what was and what is nothing more. Gray passage flow where the daylight is veiled, a current of stillness beautifully curtailed. Under the concrete canopy, secrets reside, where the color of silence is deep and implied. The weight of the moment hangs heavy and low, a slow osmotic pressure making the moments glow. There is no urgency here, no destination defined, just the linear beauty of the space that we find. We follow the fracture lines, the headline fraction map, tracing the memory etched in the asphalt trap. Flow where the daylight is veiled, a current of stillness beautifully curtailed. Under the concrete canopy, secrets reside, where the color of silence is deep and implied. Flow, the passage flows, stone, great passage, just a beat, soft snap, soft snap.
The asphalt holds the ghost of last night's rain, a patina of dampness washing down the stain. Another dawn arrives, not with fanfare, but a slow exhale, just a subtle shudder through the structure, barely catching the gale. I walk the seams between the blocks, box where shadows learn to creep, collecting the discarded echo that the midnight breezes keep. The scent of spilled machine oil mixed with wet gypsum dust, a calculated coolness built on oxidized trust. The ground absorbs the chill, a deep and steady breath, anticipating the transfer, facing down the sheath of death. We wait for the rising warmth, the shift beneath the gray, for the measured pulse to dictate the passing day. Oh, the thermal gradient tracing the line in the stone, a slow surrender to heat, a feeling deeply known. From the subterranean cool to the surface light slow climb, a measured molecular shift, suspended out of time. Beneath the grate where the utility wires bend and meet, there's a network of existence measured by its rhythmic beat. I see the residue of pressure where the earth meets the frame, a thousand silent conversations whispered by a structural name. Dust motes suspended, catching the faint refracted gleam, like residual memory within a collective urban stream. It's the heat stored in the concrete's core, the memory of fire, a slow unyielding current lifting the soul higher. The city sighs, a measured sound, a low hum against the glass, a slow acceptance of the flow that always comes to pass. We wait for the rising warmth, the shift beneath the gray, for the measured pulse to dictate the passing day. Oh, the thermal gradient tracing the line in the stone, a slow surrender to heat, a feeling deeply known. From the subterranean cool to the surface light slow climb, a measured molecular shift, suspended out of time. The boundary blurs where the cool vapor meets the humid lift, a subtle temperature swing, a metaphysical gift. It's not dramatic breaking, no sudden violent arc, just the persistent promise of the light emerging from the dark. Light slow climb, a measured molecular shift, suspended out of time. Just the warm roads receding now, a slow release, the cooling earth breathes out, the subtle echo of a perfect silent shift, fade out on the reverberation of the key change. Cooling down, slowly, leaving the warmth in the air.
Oh, the sun is climbing up the ridge, spilling gold on the stucco edge. The pale sky breathes a linen hush, time slows down in the morning rush. Where the lavender is painted air, and the stone sleeps beyond compare. Warm earth glow, round and pale and vast, holding memories of what has passed. I can trace the ochre lines within, the primal season can begin. Dew evaporates in silver steam, a watercolor waking dream. Hear the quiet rhythm of the day, washing all the doubts away. Just the dry heat climbing through the air, a sweet suspended golden prayer. It's the slow bloom, salt bloom on the scent, a perfect heat, divinely sent. Underneath this sky, pale blue and bright, bathing every curve in morning light. The farmhouse breathes the dust of time, marking passage, defying time. The earthen walls, a tawny, dusty blush, catching light in a golden rush. No sharp edges, no hurried pace, just the geometry of this sacred space. Dust motes dance in the thermal stream, a quiet, resonant, glowing gleam. Feel the gentle current, slow and deep. Secrets the silent structures keep, just the dry heat pressing through the glass. A moment built too beautiful to pass. It's the slow bloom, salt bloom on the scent, a perfect heat, divinely sent. Underneath this sky, pale blue and bright, bathing every curve in morning light. Watch the heat distort the far-off view, a crystalline wash of perfect blue. The rammed earth whispers tales of hands and toil, rooted deep in this patient soil. It's the slow bloom, salt bloom on the scent, a perfect heat, divinely sent. Underneath this sky, pale blue and bright, bathing every curve in morning light. The glow remains, the heat remains through the lavender, the dusty stains, the quiet gold, the pale blue, the glow. Sleep now, stone, sleep now, earth. Only the light, only the rebirth, the quiet gold, the pale dirt looking.
The tide pulled back, revealing the skeletal remains, and of the foundation, etched with brine and decades of rains, and salt-stained concrete breathing out the mineral dust of years, and quiet geography washed clean by slow coastal tears. We walk these planks when the air still hummed with the industrial glow, before the fog rolled in, moving molasses slow, and Pier Creeks under a whisper, a riving hollow sound, measuring the depth of the silence where all the voices were found. And zero visibility, the salt breath on the air, a curtain of damp fog, away beyond compared, and a pier dissolves into pearl gray, lost to the milky sheen, concrete monument to what has been unseen. rusted through. Weeping streaks of ochre rust need granular concrete bearing the weight of time and distrust. And we search for the markers, the dates chipped into the stone face, a ghost timeline etched by the ocean's unrelenting grace. The damp air carries the scent of kelp and wet industry's decay. As the dawn struggles to puncture the thick impenetrable gray, and these blanks are whispering now, a secret beneath the tide's pull off, memory suspended, intangible, exquisite and full. And zero visibility, the salt breath on the air, a curtain of damp fog, a weight beyond compared, and the pier dissolves in a pearl gray, lost to the milky sheen, in a concrete monument to what has been unseen. And then just the rhythm of dripping condensation and a metronome mocking oblivion, and footfalls swallowed by the mist, the ground surface unseen, and geometry vanishing into a muted hazy screen. We stand at the edge of the threshold where structure finally yields to the aqueous cold vastness over the submerged field. The salt breath on the air, a curtain of damp fog, a weight beyond compare, and a pier dissolves in a pearl gray, lost to the milky sheen, and a concrete monument to what has been unseen. Just a concrete lip, just a concrete lip. Exhales a calcified quiet, a low frequency murmur where the sun hasn't spilled. Shadows pool like oil across the mineral geometry, mapping out the hour, the dust finally distilled. No sound but the tread of a foot on aggregate, or the whisper of heat rising off the bleed stone. Just the slow seep of light through the skeletal truss, a palette of grays where the horizon was sown. The angle of the light is getting steeper, catching the micro and a grid on the ledge. We are anchored by this slow measured rhythm, a space found between the canyon and the edge. It's the slender canyon light, caught in the grout lines, a prismatic gleam, a silent slow spill, a breathtaking flight, waking the geometry of a long-held dream. The light through the concrete skin. We trace the veins of rust across the abutments, studying the patterns of elapsed decay. The air is thick with a memory, a settled scent, oxidized iron and hours slipping away. Each pillar stands a monument to transit, a rigid syntax of purpose and grace. And the only time that matters is the shifting stain across this beautiful contained place. The angle of the light is getting steeper, catching the micro on a grid on the ledge. We are anchored by this slow measured rhythm, a space found between the canyon and the edge. It's the Slender Canyon light, caught in the grout lines, a prismatic gleam, a silent slow spill, a breathtaking flight, waking the geometry of a long held dream. Listen to the echo against the retaining wall, a resonance that defies the turning key. This quiet structure holds the untold narrative of journeys found here eternally. Oh, the depth of the silence, the depth of the stone, the way the gradient shifts unseen until this moment. Every line, every beam, a whisper of cotton time, a cathedral built of concrete, patience and light. It's the Slender Canyon light, caught in the grout lines, a prismatic gleam, a silent slow spill, a breathtaking flight, waking the geometry of a long held dream. The concrete breathes a metallic mist, saturated scent of urban drizzle, where the overhang meets the forgotten wrist of the city's clockwork slowly fizzle. Each curbstone holds a gradient of gray, a map of stains where the moisture pools, reflecting back a fading bruised display of late afternoon broken by cool rules. We walk in the pocket where light can't bend, under chip paint and the C-page line, a slow motion narrative without end, carved in the pattern of the time. Just a ring splash against the drain grate, a sound that measures the passing minute, echoes bouncing off the wet cold plate of the underground plaza where we submit. Overhang echoes in the saturated hush, a low hum vibrating the humid air, through the canyon walls and the creeping brush of the damp silence that we share. We are ghosts in the concrete geometry, moving slow where the gutters run deep, lost in the rhythm of slow anonymity, while the tired city drifts off to sleep. The graffiti bleeds across the porous shell, a riot of color dulled by the misting stories written meant forever to dwell, but fading slowly, relentlessly resisting. Look at the pattern of runoff and silt, mineral streaks where the grime used to cling. Every puddle mirrors a moment we've built on the hushed damp carpet. The raindrops bring just a rim splash against the drain grate, a sound that measures the passing minute, Echoes bouncing off the wet cold plate of the underground plaza where we submit. Overhang echoes in the saturated hush, a low hum vibrating the humid air. Through the canyon walls and the creeping brush of the damn silence that we share. We are ghosts in the concrete geometry, moving slow where the gutters run deep, lost in the rhythm of slow anonymity, while the tired city drifts off to sleep. There's a damp resonance in the foundation stone, a memory humming beneath the tread, a quiet echo profoundly known of every promise and every word unsaid. Overhang echoes in the saturated hush, a low hum vibrating the humid air. Through the canyon walls and the creeping brush of the damn silence that we share. We are ghosts in the concrete geometry, moving slow where the gutters run deep, lost in the rhythm of slow anonymity, while the tired city drifts off to sleep. Rammed earth exhales a breath of ochre dust, a pale smooth skin under the morning's gentle thrust, where the limestone meets the sun, a gradual incline, a warmth the deepest minerals have waited to define. I watch the vapor rising off the cooled out stone, a glassy mist above the time, quietly sown. The sky is blue-white canvas, stretched above the square, catching the residual dew that hangs upon the air. Just the scent of salt and bloom, a crystal clarity, painting the deep lavender bruise of the valley. Oh, the bloom of the salt, where the hillside falls to sleep, a glowing quiet covenant the cypress roots will keep under the relentless weight of the midday gilded haze. A slow luminous baptism through these Provence days. The stone house breathes in time with the passing of the light, a grid of shadow and pale ochre, sharp and clean and bright. I follow tracks etched deep and slight by a single morning heel, counting the deep mineral shades that the dry earth does reveal. Each fissure holds a story of drought and of revival, from the slow inevitable wash of the tide and the river. We stand here in the silence where the scent of lavender clings, a geometry of stillness that only this deep sunlight brings, a luminous clarity across the field and the wall, a promise whispered by the slow heat before the light can fall. Oh, the bloom of the salt, where the hillside falls to sleep, a glowing quiet covenant the cypress roots will keep under the relentless weight of the midday gilded haze, a slow luminous baptism through these Provence days. Look how the heat lifts up the air, turning everything gold, a palette of pale hues, a story to unfold from the sandy surface skin where the dust motes gently climb. We are washed in this meridian, suspending time. Oh, the bloom of this salt, where the hillside falls to sleep, a glowing quiet covenant the cypress roots will keep under the constant wash of the midday gilded haze, a slow luminous baptism through these Provence days. Just the scent of the salt bloom, a slow tide returning, equatorial wash, fading